Are you ready for pain? Are you ready for suffering? If the answer is yes, then you're ready.
Qatar is facing backlash after they said anybody who waves a rainbow flag.
Homophobia is not to be respected. Sexism is not to be respected. Racism is not to be respected. Intolerance is not to be respected. Not respecting intolerant beliefs is not the West projecting their values on other countries. Inequality is inequality, and it should be called out no matter what, whether it's America, whether it's Qatar. Shame on the guy I'm stitching for normalizing this kind of stuff. You cannot hide behind your religion and claim these things. Christians try to do this, and it continues to be called out. We do not need to normalize this, and it should also be called out.
Kanye, Ye, whoever you are, I am sick and tired of being sick and tired. One day I have empathy and sympathy for Kanye, and I feel for him, and I'm like, you know what? He's like truly this like creative, and he's so misunderstood and all of this. And then he goes and does like White Lives Matter. And I don't know, he probably has some deeper psychological, you know, transformative reason that's like rooted in like history and explanation and deep dives. He probably has some reasoning to what this means. But it's the fact that he continues to use his large platform to literally laugh in the faces of Black people. And that is just what I feel like this is. Whether the meaning is a joke or a double meaning, like, oh, white lives don't matter because like Black lives matter. Like whatever it is, it's just weird. And it's just strange that he continues to dangle, you know, a little cherry in front of us like this. And we're his supporters. We are the ones who are supposed to feel bad for Kanye when, you know, the white men at Gap are not taking him seriously, or when Adidas is trying to play him. You know, we're the ones who are like, oh, Kanye, we have your back. And then, okay, White Lives Matter though. Okay, of course they do, but it's like, what is your point? And we have Miss Candace here, which we're gonna stop there.
Even though I'm 100% not interested in soccer or football, call it whatever, I came across this headline. Some people consider it a controversial headline. Me personally think it's absolutely disgusting and disrespectful, but is it a surprise? It's not. And it is absolutely devastating to see how many fellow Canadians share the opinion of this ambassador. These degrading, disgusting comments are coming from people living in a free liberal country where you can do whatever the hell you want. Some people even saying, oh, I'd rather move to Qatar because they got it all figured out. You're free to leave and move to Qatar. A big shout out though to these comments down here. Because no lies detected, honestly. Also, this one down here, absolute favorite. I sent you a friend request, please accept. Also, this one up here deserves a round of applause because, let's face it, Qatar and many similar nations are not only anti-LGBTQ+, they are violating women's rights, human rights, the rights of migrant workers. They refuse to investigate the deaths of migrant workers. There have been a lot of controversies, a lot of cases that nobody is really paying attention to because what? It's just some poor migrant workers being exploited. So what? Till this day, and in connection with the World Cup in Qatar, a lot of people are suffering under the kafala system that is in effect in Qatar as we're speaking. So no, we will not respect all opinions and beliefs without handing out moral lessons. We know that we're speaking against the wall, but We refuse to just let y'all get away with it.
I don't know which one of you bitches just lied to me and told me I'm not gonna see no monsters until later in the game. I just seen that motherfucker!
Well, it's already started. I got a call from CPS yesterday on one of my kids who is trans. I was baffled. I truly did not know why they were calling me. And they asked, "Are you sure that you don't know anything about this situation?" I said, "What I know is that these parents are some of the most supportive and loving parents I've ever met. And if there was anything going on with this kid, they would be the first to tell me. So I have no idea what's going on, but I do know that having a kid and allowing them to be trans is not abuse." And if you're unsure of what I'm talking about, just look up Greg Abbott, Texas, bill about trans kids, and you can get angry with me.
What was the point of women's rights? Y'all created a movement to make us work and pay bills. It was a bill-paying movement. Because guess what? On top of everything women already have to do, now men have the audacity and the gall to make us pay, for 50-50 bills, saying, well, y'all wanted to work, y'all wanted to do X, Y, and Z, and now here we are. So on top of cooking and cleaning and laundering and raising crumb snatchers, we have added taxes and bills being paid to it. And the gag is, the movement was kaput because you still don't make enough as a man anyway.
Bro must be seething looking at all these gay Muslims succeeding. Whether you want to claim them or not, Oz is Muslim. You must be seething knowing that he's happy and successful, thriving while you still feel this hateful homophobia. Yet people keep calling me Islamophobic. Support gay Muslims.
I've dug 2 graves for us, my dear. Can't pretend that I was perfect, leaving you in fear. Oh man, what a world, the things I hear. If I could act tomorrow.
Comedy, you've been talking about masculinity.
Yeah.
On stage, you've been going up on stage and you've been talking about masculinity. And what is it about that subject that's really fascinating you right now?
I think masculinity is the funniest thing in the world because it's so pathetic and weak, and I love it. Like,
Yeah.
it's the logic of masculinity makes me laugh so much because I'm still part of it. Even though I'm conscious of it, I'm still an idiot. One of my friends, Nick Cody, who's done the show here, Australian comic, we were drinking earlier this year. Drinking so much because we're men and we can only tell each other we love each other when we're drunk because those are the rules.
Yes.
But you've still got to tell them that you love them in a manly way, and the way you do it in a manly way is you grab the back of their neck and you point and you shout. And that's as a man, that's how. And that's,
You have to shout it, and you have to shout it emphatically, right?
yeah, exactly. And that's not an appropriate way to tell someone you love them. Like, if those were your wedding vows, like, just, she gets up there, I love you, it's over so quickly. And we're sitting there and we're screaming at each other how much we love each other, and his pregnant wife walks by and she's seen us do this every single time we get drunk, and she's bored of it because she knows that we should be able to tell each other that we love each other when we're sober. We just choose not to because we're scared how we're perceived. So to try and make a joke, she went, oh, why don't you just kiss? But she said it to 2 comedians, so like we went along with the bit and we stopped at about this distance away, and here's how masculinity works. Now, whoever doesn't kiss the other one is gay. And the women are laughing because that's the dumbest thing you've ever heard rightfully in your life. But the men are going, we would.
So what did you do?
Oh, kissed him. Of course kissed him. And without any censoring.
Yeah, good. You did the right thing.
Yeah. And
but come on, for 45 minutes?
that was when it got a little bit excessive.
Yeah.
Blue lives don't matter? Of course the lives of cops matter. That's why if you kill a police officer, you are rightly arrested and prosecuted. But saying blue lives matter effectively lumps a profession into the same category as a marginalized group of people. Becoming a police officer is an occupation. It's a choice. It's not something you're born into. And most importantly, advocating for citizens is not anti-cop. The job of police officers is to protect and serve all communities. If that's not happening, we need to reassess and find a solution. So you're saying only Black Lives Matter? That's racist. We've talked about this before, but this movement is not saying Black Lives Matter more than anyone else's. It's saying Black lives should matter, but the way that our justice system, our media, and our police have been operating suggests that they do not. It's totally okay for a movement to focus on issues specific to one marginalized group. Gay bars aren't unfair to straight people. A breast cancer walk isn't unfair to other forms of cancer, and Save the Rainforest isn't saying you hate all other